let's talk about how the deeper you go into your devotion with Santa Muerte, the stronger your boundaries need to be. Now, I can share, like I say always, I can only share from my own personal experience. But if y'all have your own experiences with this, feel free to share with the group, if you will. But when it comes to Santa Muerte, she in a way acts as a gatekeeper. When you bring her into your life, when you welcome her into your life, it's for the rest of your life. And I will always make that abundantly clear. This is a path for life. And because of that fact, right, Santa Muerte is very present in our day-to-day lives. You become a packaged deal. You know, there is no you living your life and Santa Muerte is not somehow involved. And that means tightening up on your boundaries. Because if you are bringing people around that don't serve you, that treat you like shit, mommy is going to make that incredibly clear that they do not respect you, they do not value you. And if you continue to ignore that treatment, the interactions between you and that person or you and those people will become even more uncomfortable because she is pushing all of that shit to the surface to show you this is not okay. As my child, you are not going to conduct yourself this way. You are not going to let people walk all over you and treat you like shit. Because becoming a devotee of Santa Muerte, in a way we are representing her. You know, we are walking in her teachings, we are walking in her energy. Like I said, the deeper we go with her. And that just comes with the territory. So, in a way, if we are letting people disrespect us, we are letting people disrespect mommy. And another way to think about it, and another way to look at it, you wouldn't let someone disrespect mommy, but why are you letting them disrespect you? And in my life, I had to learn this. And in a way, I'm still learning this because over the years, I didn't acknowledge my worth, you know, and my devotion and relationship with mommy has pushed me into seeing my worth, seeing my value, and seeing the way that I allowed people to treat me. You know, there's been this habit of people seeing like, okay, what can I get from Derica? What can I get from her? You know, what information can I pull? What part of her energy can I tap into and pull into? And I'm not going to blame other people because I have to take accountability for my own actions and my part to play in that because I left the door open. And mommy was standing back watching me as I continued to let this pattern run on. And it gets to a point where, like I said, it's so fucking uncomfortable that you have to make a decision. Am I gonna keep letting this shit slide? And then, you know, more things happen, more uncomfortable situations, and it gets to a point where you're just like, okay, I've fucking had enough. Because there have been many times that I have broken down in front of mommy's altar, that I've cried to her because of how I was treated. And yes, you know, it's not fun when people treat you like shit, but we also have to be strong enough to close the door and stop letting people in to treat us like shit. To learn to say no, you know, to take back our power, to stand in our power, and to be, you know, for those of us that work with energy, to really be on top of our energetic hygiene, our energetic boundaries. And literally the other day I did a call my power back and banishing ritual, and the amount of people and energies that tried to just waltz right back into my life. And it's like, no, I'm not gonna fall for the trap again. I'm not going to open up that door to let the bullshit in again. So with mommy, you are going to be called to action to really tighten up your boundaries, to really tighten up and look at yourself and see what it is that you are allowing. Ask yourself, why are you allowing this? And sometimes that takes, really going into those shadow aspects, the hurt and the pain, where you didn't feel worthy enough and you only thought that you were worth people treating you like shit. But as a devotee of Santa Muerte, you are representing her. You are standing side by side with her. You are walking with her. And like I said, you wouldn't let someone treat mommy like shit, so don't let other people treat you like shit. All right? All right.